So my company is Brazilian Ties, and a lot of people think that ties won't last forever, but they can if you buy the right tie. Brazilian ties are made to last with ultra stitching to always keep your tie intact, and with Brazilian cotton fabrics, you know that your tie will last, and it's even machine washable. Each tie also comes with lifetime warranty on the stitching, and with three keeper loops to keep the skinny end or of the tie well hidden, no matter your size. This is a picture of the MVP. Um, as you can see, it has Brazilian inspired design. Um, it is made in Brazil. We use Brazilian cotton fabric, ultra enforced steam with a lifetime warranty, and you can see the multiple keeper loops on that right side. We have three keeper loops. The changes and adaptations that were made, the biggest change was that we added multiple keeper loops. It was something that I had someone mention to me, and I thought that it would be a nice feature. So everyone that I spoke to seemed to really like that idea. So we went ahead and incorporated that in the design. The market research statistics, our original research statistics, which remained the same throughout pretty much this entire project, were there were a couple people really excited. Some people that um, were kind of on the fence. Maybe they'd buy it, maybe they wouldn't. And only just one or two people that were like, no, I don't need that product. Uh, so our business city would be based in Fortaleza, Ceará, Brazil. The population of that city is about 2.6 million and growing. It has a very strong economy. And I lived there for about a year. I know how strong the economy is. And there's lots of different options on where to actually put our warehouse if we wanted to have it nice and easy and close to the city. We would pay a little bit more if we wanted to have it like maybe 10 or 15 minutes outside the city. We could probably cut our price in a third. So that might be a good way to go about that. These are just some sources about the city and where I got my information and facts from, other than just living in that city. The customer segments. So we have three different customer segments. We have every customer segment is a male, although we definitely don't discriminate selling to females, or females want to wear our ties. That's great, but our three customer segments are male. So it's male between the ages 14 through 65. Those are the churchgoers. We have male between the ages 22 through 45. Those are the business professionals. And then we have male between the ages of 14 through 35, and those are what I would consider the fashionistas. Okay, these customers are the people that are going to actually want to wear ties, and they actually care about the way that they look in ties. They're not just wearing the tie because it's a social norm or anything like that. Our get, keep, and grow. So our get strategy is learn who your customers are and create ways to get those customers to come to you. I can get to know my customers better to understand their needs, so I can create a product they actually want. Our keep strategy is keeping your current customers and easier. Uh, it's always easier than getting new ones. Find ways to keep them. I can offer promotions and incentives to stay, maybe like a buy one get one free kind of promotion or something similar to that. Our growth strategy is basically how are we going to influence others that they need our product in their lives. Answer is motivation. I can put out advertisements and motivate those in our market to show them just how great this product is and just how much it will improve their lives. Our distribution diagram, we're going to be making the designs. Everything's going to be Brazilian done. Uh, so Brazilians are going to design it because they know uh, what a Brazilian design looks like. They're able to have that original Brazilian factor to it, and then the people on the U.S. side, like me, I'll be approving the designs because I know what the people here in this U.S. market want, and then we'll be actually, after we get that design done and approved, we'll be hand making that by Brazilian seamstresses, and then it can go a variety of directions. It can be sent directly to the customer, it can be sent to a warehouse for storage, or it can be sent to one of our retailers that we have a partnership with. Then it would go to Brazilian Ties retail store or customer, and then customer will buy that product. So I chose this specific channel to these resources to design and make the ties, and when I will distribute them here, they will be shipped over to me from Brazil. So pretty easy channel. They'll be shipped through what's called Correios, which is just the Brazilian form of USPS. Very reliable. I never had any issues with them. And I know other business owners that live there in Brazil that don't have any issues with them while sending stuff to the US, to Europe, and to Africa. Uh, so two really important partners that we could possibly get is Strategic Alliance. It would be a strategic alliance. Their name is Expo Brax. The the reward would be that they're already a well-known company for manufacturing jeans, and it would benefit us to use their resources because they already have the workers, the machine, and the facility. Um, so basically, for us, if we partner with them, all that we would need is a warehouse to store our stuff. Uh, a risk would be that they could like our idea and then they could start wanting profit themselves, so they would kind of steal our idea from us, especially since they already have the formatting on how to do it. So another a key supplier would be a company literally named Polyester Fabric, and they just sell uh, Brazilian different Brazilian fabrics like Brazilian polyester, cotton, and stuff like that. So the company is based in Fortaleza, so it's really close to where the company will be based in. And this is good because shipping time would be very fast. And if we had any issues with them, we could just, instead of calling them over the phone or emailing them and having like a big time difference and stuff, have stuff to worry about like that, then we would just be able to go over there, talk to them in person, and get that issue resolved quickly. We have many key resources. So we have physical, that'll be in Fortaleza. Our research, we'll have a website, and we just talked about the material supplier and our financial. So we have a couple options there. We could use my own savings to start off, friends and family, and maybe startup assistance like Fundable, something like that, fundable.com. And then if those options don't work, we'd be able to approach people for angel funding, venture capitalism, and possibly credit cards, or just simply pull out a loan, take that out that line of credit. Uh, but you're already offering us 500,000, so that kind of solves that solution there. And intellectual, uh, we would put a patent on our style of tie, on the like three keeper loops, the ultra stitching and stuff like that. And then we would be able to trademark our brand name as well as Brazilian Ties. So why key activities are most important to accomplish. So our the manufacturing needs that I need are find a building, buy machines, hire employees, and prepare everything for work. Those could be accomplished if we went with our partner Expo Brax. Uh, and then website development, that's a huge one that we need to get done. Otherwise, we'll definitely be losing a lot of sales. So we need to start working on different product design so we can put something on our website. We'd also need to create a paying format like PayPal, just to have people, just to give people a reliable way to do that. Flow diagram of manufacturing needs: find a building, buy machines, hire employees, and prepare that building. Then we have website development, choose a website designer, pay for our URL that we'll want, begin designing, create a page about the company, create a card option, a payment option, create an account system, and just finish by testing out that website. Our annual cost assumptions, um, we're going to have hourly employees, materials, shipping materials, repairs, utilities, advertising. So the total of that would be about 100,000, and then our fixed costs would be salaried employees like me and you or one of our other partners, insurance for employees, taxes, rent, sewing machines, website. We're estimating that that would be about 224,800. Our revenue model and pricing strategy. We have online sales, tent sales, warehouse sales, and retail store sales. So each one of those would bring us in about $15 to $30 for each tie. Then our revenue, we're estimating for gross sales of 400,000 minus total expenses. So our operating income would be 31,500 just while we're working on getting started up. And then the 5 metrics that matter for our company are sales revenue, net profit margin, gross margin, website traffic sales, sales growth year to date, and just to throw in an extra one, employee happiness. I think that's a huge one that we need to work on. So how are we measuring these? Just total of all sales return for net profit margin, revenue, sales expenses for gross margin, total sales cost of goods per revenue, website traffic sales. Use a monitoring tool like Google Analytics to see how we're doing there. Sales growth year to date, just look at our sales, how we're doing each month, see if we can improve, make some adjustments, see how that helps, and always compare to our historical data. And employee happiness, you can do surveys, quarterly interviews, and just being around employees and seeing for yourself is a good way to measure employee happiness. We have a SWOT analysis, different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And for this, one of our biggest strengths is just our uniqueness to the design of our tie. A weakness could be that we just don't have, we haven't really tested the grounds yet. Opportunities is that we can kind of shift or pivot in any direction that we need to go. And threat would be just competitors seeing our idea and creating something very similar to it and basically stealing our idea. Our significant pivots were choosing key partners, like going with you and adding in extra keeper loops. That was a big one that people who weren't as excited when they saw that, they became more excited because there are people who are really tall, or I guess a little bit more round bellied, and they really like it when it's a little bit up higher, so they can actually hide that. And then our insights from the interviews. Interviews were super helpful. They helped me to see what the customers actually wanted and allow me to design my business around my customers in all of the various customer segments. So if you went with us, then I guarantee that you would love these Brazilian ties. They would not only make an impact on your life financially, but physically as well. You'll be able to enjoy them just as much as our customers, and you'll see a really good impact in your financial life. So thank you for your consideration, and I hope we'll be doing more business with you in the future.